Hey guys, this is Meredith Andrews, and you're watching 117 TV. Here I remind myself what you said over me. Here I remind my soul who you are.
Well, I am such a fan of Meredith Andrews, and I'm so excited. It's the first time we've had her with us on 117 TV. It's great to see you.
You too, Jennifer. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, usually when we're chatting, you're looking so gorgeous on the red carpet.
I know. I was telling our friend that that's every time I've seen you, it's been on the red carpet. So this is fun. It was a little more casual. We're
That's
sitting down
right.
at the coffee shop.
Yeah, the coffee shop, just getting to chat it up. It is her 4th album that has come out. Can you believe that there's 4 of those precious things out there now?
Well, I can't, especially because it took me 3 years between the time that Worth It All came out and the time that we released Deeper, and I'm so thrilled about it. Like, I'm so excited about it. I know everybody says that about their albums, but these songs were born out of the fire for me, and so they were kind of like my lifeline. As I was walking through the hardest season of my life, the Lord was giving me these songs and giving me hope through these lyrics, and that was what kept me going. And so now I get to share them with other people, and I couldn't be more excited.
That must be why the music on this album seems so relatable, because I think you called it the nitty-gritty of life that you were actually going through on here. Tell us just a little bit about what this music was birthed out of that we can relate to.
Yeah, totally. Well, about a year and a half ago, my family and I moved from Chicago to Nashville.
A little bit of a change there.
A little bit of a change, for sure. And I grew up in the South. My husband did as well. So we had friends here, and we were looking forward to moving. But I was pregnant with our 3rd child. We were leaving our church behind, which was essentially our family. You know, we're still on staff at our church in Chicago, but we were leaving all that behind and starting over in a new place, you know, and that can be scary and daunting for anybody. And on top of that, we felt completely overwhelmed by the stress of life, travel, schedules, family, and how do you make this all work and how do you balance it? And it triggered some things for both me and my husband that just sent us kind of spiraling in our marriage, and we ended up in just the hardest place in our marriage that we had ever been, and realized, you know, we had some brokenness that we never really dealt with before we got married. And those triggers, you know, like when you get pressed, when you get pushed, like you'll find out what you're made of and what's going to come out. And I believe that God did that on purpose because he wanted to refine us. He was like, no, there's some stuff in there, I got to get it out, and this is going to be really hard, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to make you who you are. And so that was kind of the season that we were in, and it lasted for about a year and a half. And there were days when I was just going, God, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how to keep my family together. I don't know how to keep my marriage together. You're going to have to do that. And I don't know how to stay on the road and make sure that my family is healthy. You know, I don't know how to take this ministry that I feel very called to and be on the road and still make sure that my family is healthy as well.
Right.
And
the
so
balance was really
balance.
a struggle.
Yeah, just a constant tension, you know, and so that's where we were. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Terminator 2. I just like to share this. It's such a cool visual for me. But in Terminator 2, the main actress, Sarah Connor, she is incarcerated in a mental institution. And instead of like laying on her bed and crying and wondering when somebody's going to come rescue her, she turns her bed up on its side and she starts doing pull-ups. And she's getting stronger. You know, she's making herself ready for what's coming because she knows she's not going to be in there forever. And when she gets out, there's going to be a battle. And I just felt like the Lord used that picture in my life to just go, hey, like this feels like a prison to you, or it feels like a really hard place, and you're ready to get out, and you're kind of fighting against it, and you're ready for me to move you on. But I have a purpose in this process, and I have a purpose in this, just like in the life of Joseph, you know? And God is wanting to build our spiritual muscles, and it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know? And so it was God just taking me to a deeper place with him and establishing my roots. That's where there's like little subtle roots on the album cover.
Art. Yeah.
And so that was the whole theme of this record, of that season, God just refining me and taking me to a deeper place with Him.
There's two actual versions of the album that are available. There's this version, and then there's a deluxe that has about 3 extra songs. Is that right?
That's right. It has 3 extra songs. Yeah,
okay,
totally.
3 bonus songs on there. So, and you can get both of those through iTunes.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, awesome. It's so good to catch up with you. And
Thank
then
you.
You're so great. You do go back and forth to Chicago a lot. You still are a part of, is it the Vertical Church there?
Yes, Vertical Church Band, which is kind of crazy. We released this on February 19th. And then we're recording a new Vertical Church record on March 3rd. And so I'm like, really, guys? That's the timing we want? It's a little nuts at our house right now because my husband is responsible for producing all the Vertical Church stuff. But it's really sweet, too. And it's amazing to me how, like, we are under the same amount of stress, if not more now. But we handle it so much differently because the Lord has done so much in our hearts over the last year and a half. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You can go to Meredith's website and find out all the dates where you can catch her out on the road. I know she's a busy girl, but she certainly learned to find that balance in there and learned so much through the process. It's great to catch up with you, Meredith.
It's good to catch up with you. Thanks, Jennifer.
Wait, as I wait on you, I will wait. God, I